The 2025 development camp here in Edmonton continues as Matt Savoie joins us on Oilers TV and Oilers Plus. Matt, you and I were just talking about how this is your first development camp. I was going to call you a veteran, and it almost feels like you are. You have certainly embraced a leadership role out there. I see you talking to a lot of guys, but your first development camp, maybe take us through it so far.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's always good to meet new guys in the organization and help guys get feeling comfortable. I know it can be nervous, being 18 and being freshly drafted. So just trying to make everyone feel as good as they can and just have a good time this week.
Where have you grown the most since you were 18 and potentially attending your first development camp? I know you're injured for it in Buffalo, but maybe take us through how much you've grown since you were 18.
Yeah, I think just the comfortability in it all. Coming to the rink and knowing what to expect and just having a good time with it, enjoying it, taking a lot of the pressure off yourself. It is a summer camp, and guys are here to get better and improve. So I think just coming in with that mindset and not putting too much pressure on yourself.
You haven't had much downtime yet since the season ended because, of course, you were a black ace for the Edmonton Oilers, kind of taking part in some skates here and there. Maybe take us through that experience. What was it like seeing this team go all the way to the Stanley Cup final and 2 games away from the Stanley Cup? Yeah,
it's been unreal. I mean, it was a lot of fun to be a part of. Kind of just being around it and being around the rink while they were going through that run. It's motivating. It makes you want to make the team and be a contributor next year. And I think for me, it just shows how close you are and how close you can be. So, it adds a lot of motivation for me and a lot of fuel to the fire.
Where's the line and where's the balance between not wanting to impact any of the guys that are playing, but also trying to ask them questions and try to extract the most that you can from them? Because, of course, with the likes of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl and others, there's lots of knowledge to be had.
Yeah, I mean, you want to give those guys their space in the time of the playoffs. It's the most important time of the year for this team, and but I think you can even learn so much just from watching from afar, seeing what they do on a day-to-day basis. How from the regular season to the playoffs, their day-to-day doesn't change. It's all the same. They're so dialed in, and every guy on that team was dialed in throughout the playoffs. So I think just watching from afar, you can pick up little things that guys do in the playoffs to take care of their body or give them a little bit more energy late in the season. So I think I did a good job of that.
Well, you played 4 games this past season with that logo on your chest. Maybe take us through your first 4 games as an Edmonton Oiler and also your first full pro season with a lot of times being spent in Bakersfield.
Yeah, getting called up was really exciting. Obviously, in February, there, getting to play at home in front of some friends and family for the first time. But my first full pro season, it was a lot of fun. There was some ups and downs in it, as expected. But I think I just got a lot more comfortable as the season went on, playing to the pro level. The physicality of it all, the grind of the schedule. I think it takes a little bit of adapting to coming out of junior, but within a couple months, I felt like I got my legs under me and found a lot of consistency to my game, which I think is really important at the pro level.
You got your first NHL point in Philadelphia. Where's the puck? I gotta ask. Do you have it anywhere?
I do. It's in my room, my childhood room, I guess.
Yeah,
so,
I love that. Is it on a plaque?
Yeah, the Oil actually, they made a little
perfect.
plaque saying first goal in Philly. It's up in this little box. So I mean, I just got it in my room right now, but maybe hang it up somewhere eventually.
Well, the first point of many, I'm sure. But Stan Bowman talked this morning, and he actually mentioned you by name. I don't know if you know that, but he said, I expect Matt Savoie to be on this team and being a contributor, a regular contributor. How much are you looking forward to the opportunity of potentially fulfilling that niche for this group?
Yeah, I think for me that adds a lot of excitement. That's been my goal all summer, and since the season ended in Baco. So, I'm really motivated and determined to really push for a spot and be a big contributor on that team because, they're so close to winning the Stanley Cup, and there's no better opportunity to put yourself into.
Yeah, what's it going to take for you to take that next step?
I think just continuing to have a big summer. I mean, adding the consistency to my game, adding a little bit more physicality, getting a little bit bigger. I think I've done a good job of that already in the summer. So just continuing to, do what I do and put my head down and work.
Matt, appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Thank you.